Hey people, well, I guess welcome back to this channel that's, I guess, barely used now. Um, I'm just gonna be, I guess, talking about Pokemon today, but also playing Minecraft at the same time, so everybody can get their frickin' Minecraft fix. But in all seriousness, no, there's been a trend going around recently, and it had just gotten #1 on the trending page, I think of Twitter or something, and it's called hashtag thank you Gamefreak. And if you don't know or don't keep up with Pokemon Sword and Shield or Pokemon in general, what's been going on is with the release of Sword and Shield happening on the 15th and stuff, people, I mean, I guess it has nothing to do with the release, but people, not just here in America, but pretty much everywhere, have just been the absolute worst to the creators of this game and to Game Freak in general. This trend, whom I heard about from another Pokemon YouTuber by the name of Mystic Umbreon. Now, I wish I knew how to link stuff, because I would totally link the video, but go check out his channel. He's not too bad. But, so what I wanted to do today to help with that is I just wanted to build a Pokemon Stadium while I talk about certain things. And one more thing, um, this whole thing, the tweet, was to combat the hatred that they're all getting. From what I've heard, I think Pokemon's been, or not just them, but Game Freak in general, they've been getting like death threats and just regular threats in general from all, like pretty much all the quote unquote fans. Why? That's not cool. Just, I don't understand. You know, they're doing good. It just saddens me that this is happening. So I guess I'm doing my part. Wanted to just do what I can, just get that message out there. I know, like, probably 20 of you are going to see this, but that's 20 people who now understand what's going on. And how to combat this hate, usually people talk about, like, the positive stuff that they've done for you over your life. So basically, as I'm building this Pokemon Stadium, it's building this Pokemon Stadium and talk about the positive stuff. And I'm gonna be trying to recreate the one from the Smash Bros. Game. I have a picture on the side. I might link the picture or put the picture in the video. I don't know. But I guess here's the positive stuff. #1, Pokemon has been around with me pretty much my entire life. It's it's just one of those things that, you know, they're kind of stuck here forever. I got my first copy of Pokemon Blue, I believe, at the age of 6. I don't know. It was a Christmas present from my grandpa Steve. And I don't know, ever since I got the game, I've just been continuously hooked on it. I remember getting so happy at one point that I would show my brother all the progress I made every time. Everything was just so great. The sprites, which by the Gyarados, which I might have a picture, I really don't know. Gyarados for Pokemon Red and Blue had my favorite sprite, and I would always like to look at it, and I would always like to use it. Point 2. If I could think of a point, I might just skip to a point where I think of it. Point two, it doesn't ever disappoint me. Every game has unique mechanics, right? So keep it as unique as possible. Like for example, in when they introduced Generation 7, they had a brand new way of fishing, which no, I wasn't totally with, but I've learned to accept it. It's a great mechanic. I cannot be any happier with how it turned out. Even the shiny hunting mechanics. While Pokemon would call in for help. And, you know, if they got their help, the Pokemon would come in. And if you just keep doing that over and over again, there is a high chance that the wild Pokemon could be shiny. And I've got pictures and logs to prove it. I've gotten a shiny Bagon this way. I've gotten a shiny Beldum. Those are the only two I can think of at the top of my head. But yeah, like every game is different, just like these games. Point number 3, the national dex, which is kind of a big reason why people are doing stuff. I think, I don't know. I've read little into it, and I should read more into it. But the whole national dex thing, that means every Pokemon in the Pokedex. Regional dex, every Pokemon available in the specific region. Generation 2, Gold and Silver. They introduced new Pokemon. So the regional variant, or not regional variants, but the regional Pokemon would be every Pokemon introduced in Generation 2. They're all homeland to the Johto region. Such as Togepi, Pichu, Totodile, Cyndaquil, and Chikorita. Those are the ones I can think of at the top of my head. So, those are all available in the Johto region. Like I just said. And then the national dex, it's something you get after being the champion, because as soon as you beat the champion, you're allowed to travel to the Kanto region, where you find different Pokemon not native to the region that your character is from. So therefore, you get to find these Pokemon, put them in the Pokedex and stuff like that. Although in Generation 7, which I understand why they did, they took out the National Pokedex. Because here's the thing. Imagine writing a Pokedex entry for yourself over 800 times. It's a lot of just random, silly data to put in, I know. But I don't mind that it's not there. Like, because here's the thing. This new game that they're making, that's going out on the 15th, they remodeled every Pokemon. They remodeled everything. They have to build models for every single one of them. Can you imagine having to remake over 1,000 models just to make everyone happy? Gamefreak is putting in so much work for this, and all people are doing is just telling them to basically, you know, like everyone's basically just being negative, telling them to kill themselves. But why? That's what I don't understand. Why are you, the fans who have been around for so long, telling them to basically just give up creating the games that you all are looking forward to? So, and I don't know how many Pokemon exactly are going to be in Sword and Shield. I know they're making a lot. Yes, I know I just mentioned the whole, like, a models thing. But you have to understand, like, they already had to do that for most games. But the reason it takes so long for other stuff, not just the models, but they're working on, like, the background, just everything. They're trying to make everything look pretty snazzy. I guess point D or something would have to be along the lines of just, like, think about... I don't really know how to make a point D. I'm really bad at these types of videos. But alright, give me a second. I mean, I think I mentioned this previously in the last one, but point D, the fact that Gamefreak is working their asses off for people, and everyone's just treating it with disrespect. And I did say this earlier, but I have to restate it again. The fact that, you know, they're just getting a bunch of stupid comments from a bunch of stupid people, and yet they're still continuing to make this game for you. They're continuing to do their job. They're continuing to do all this. And for what reason? They don't have to sell that. They don't have to like give these copies to the US. They really don't. Not with the way everybody's been acting. But they're nice. They're doing what they do. I would hate to see the US without copies. But I mean, the one thing I would like to say is just thank you, Gamefreak. You know, really, like thank you for being there my entire childhood since I was 6 years old. Without you, I mean, I'd be doing other stuff such as extra Minecraft content, other stuff. I'm just happy to include Pokemon in my life because it's great. No, not a lot of my friends enjoy it, but I wish they would at least give it a try. Like, ask me, hey Lucas, you know, can you show me what this is like? And I'd be like, sure, man. But we're all graduated, so I hardly doubt my friends have time to do that now. I don't think they even want to. Which, yeah, it's kind of a bummer, but hey, who am I to interrupt everyone's life? I'm not gonna just be like, hey, can you skip class at college? Be like, get over here so I can teach you. No. But I really do say thank you, Gamefreak. I appreciate what you've done for all of us. I mean, yeah, I know it's a cliche to be like, you've been around since my childhood, but when you've been playing like Red and Blue and then growing up with everything else, it's fine. It's fantastic. My first game was Red and Blue. I missed quite a few in between because my second game I played was Black, and then I went to Heart Gold, or no, Soul Silver, then Heart Gold. I never played Ruby and Sapphire and Emerald, but I did play the remakes, which I know gotta gotta play the originals. Um, I just I'm really at a loss for words. I'm just so upset about this community, the Pokemon community. Not anything wrong with Game Freak, just the community itself. It's it's so toxic. It's just so bad. Just like this build I'm making, but I'm not a good builder. I wish there was something else that this community would focus on rather than being so freaking negative. It honestly, it hurts me too. And I'm pretty sure everyone else, because of the fact that that they've had this since their childhood. I just, so I'm trying to do my part in all this by just building a big Pokemon stadium based on the Smash Ultimate stage. Or I guess the melee stage. I actually don't know which one I'm looking at. But it yeah, I'm bad with words. I understand. But hold on, give me 1 second. I want this to go faster. Alright. But yeah, if all of you, I guess in the comments and in real life, or like go if you have Twitter, go on Twitter, Instagram, post like a picture of a Pokemon and say like hashtag thank you Gamefreak. It would really mean a lot to me and everyone else out there. Yeah, I understand it's #1 on trending already for tweets and stuff, but I I have a feeling that Gamefreak really needs the support. And they definitely deserve it. So I don't know really what else to talk about in this video because I pretty much got out what I wanted to say. I've pretty much done what I could, I guess. I've said what was necessary about this whole mess. I've said what was needed to said. I can't English today. I woke up, just woke up, and I'm tired. Unless I can think of anything else, I'll just speed this up so all you guys see is just super fast build montage. I appreciate you guys sticking through to watch me build this horrible Pokemon Stadium. I definitely could have done better, but I'm not the type of person to go into too much detail. As you could tell by my houses you've seen in episodes of Minecraft or even streams. Um, I guess this is the best I could do. The black dots on the two pieces where the trainers would normally stand. Um, but yeah, again, thank you so much, Gamefreak, for all that you've given us. Your Pokemon games are fantastic, and I'm ready to play Sword and Shield on the 15th. Peace.